What's up? Today we're gonna try this new camera. It's not actually a new camera. This is the best camera that I've ever come across. And if you can guess what it is, then you're winning a prize. This is actually the best vlogging camera, and it's been discontinued. It's been discontinued, and I can't believe it. We have a really wide angle lens, and it's just in the body. There's no need to change anything. It's just in there. Can you guess what it is now? You can't? Okay. It's the X3000. This camera, see, I'm walking right now. You probably notice that the image stabilization is really good, because the image stabilization on this thing is really good. There's so many other cameras out there that are like 10 times the price, and they can't compete with the image stabilization this thing offers. And there are some cameras like, Canon tends to sell a lot of cameras that don't have any image stabilizations. So this one does. And I want to mention, like, GoPro doesn't stand a chance, because it does with image quality, but in terms of reliability, it's not that good, because you tend to lose footage. I've listened to some YouTubers that were having trouble with the footage being lost after they were recording some travel videos. And when you have content like that, like when you're traveling to a special location and you're filming something and you come home and then you realize, what happened to the recording? And you're like, man, how can GoPro betray me like this? Well, Sony is known for its reliability. Like, sometimes, some cameras might overheat. I've tried the ZV-1. It was overheating a bit at like 75 degrees Fahrenheit. But there was this setting that I realized later that you have to turn it to high so that it wouldn't shut off when it's overheating. But that was in of itself. So, is the picture quality here good? You like it? You probably do. You probably want this camera, but you can't. Well, I really hope that Sony comes out with an X4000. That would be like a dream camera for me, because you have this small little camera that you can just put inside your pocket, and you just go out and you just put it in your hand and just vlog everywhere. Like right now, do you like the image quality? You like the image stabilization? Let's walk a little bit faster. Let's see if it's gonna be too shaky. I doubt it. The shakiness in this thing is, I feel like I'm running away from a robber. Is there someone behind me? See, I can't see you. This thing doesn't have a flip out screen, but it's you don't need it, because the field of view is so wide that it just doesn't even matter. And I didn't realize this. I used to have an A7 III. I didn't realize that I could vlog with it until later, because you could buy like a 12mm lens and then it would be super wide. But it's too heavy. It's not worth it to get a super heavy camera like that. But I just hope that Sony, I don't know why they discontinued this little camera, but if they do come out with an X4000, if they're listening to this, I doubt it. I have 0 subscribers. If they're listening to this, maybe they will somehow choose to make an X4000. But we'll see. You like this area? I bet you can see everything. Probably not. The dynamic range on this thing is not very good, but if you're doing like little vlogs that are like this, it's a really good camera. Now there's a lot of shakiness in the footage, like the M6 Mark II that I purchased, and I'm very surprised. Like, even with the digital image stabilization, because it doesn't have an in-body image stabilization, it's shaky. So I was very surprised how shaky it was. Actually, want to test it out? Let's test it out. So this right here is the M6 Mark II. I know that it's a lot better image quality. I do prefer the image quality on this thing, but the background is like not as wide angle. So right now, is it shaky? It's not that shaky. It's on the 15mm to 45mm lens, so it shouldn't be that shaky. And I'm not holding with a tripod, by the way. I have a tripod in my pocket, but I prefer to use it without a tripod. Now, if I bought the 11mm lens, 11 to 22, I don't know if it's going to be shakier. The image stabilization on that one is, I think, 3 stops. This one is 3.5 stops, but there's no in-body image stabilization. So, is it watchable? Like, I've seen some vloggers use Canon 90D or 80D, and it's pretty shaky. Like, I can't watch their content that easily. I don't know if it's shaky, but the image quality on this thing is really, really good. And I doubt it's better than the XS10, but it's still good. The 32 megapixel does a pretty decent job, I guess. So now let's walk a little bit faster, see how shaky it is. I'm holding it pretty steady. It's not on a tripod or anything, but let's see. Can you see behind me? I prefer a lot of the. I don't prefer like the background blur that much, because I want like my viewers to see where I'm at instead of being like in a mysterious place. You know, I could be right near your house and you won't know, but now you know. So you know I'm not spying on you or anything like that. How do you like it? Anyways, I've tested this over the M6, not the M6. I've tested this over the ZV-1 in the house though, like under lighting conditions that were similar, but the new colors of ZV-1 of Sony, wow, they really match Canon's, if not, and they're probably better than Canon colors. And I don't know, I found that it was exposing the face better than the Canon inside the house. I don't know about here, never tried that one outside. I had to return it because it was overheating, so I returned it. But this camera is really good. I like it, but if it was more pocketable, I would not think about selling it. I've been thinking about selling it, but I can't complain. It's one of the best APS-C cameras out there right now, so it's not really something to complain about. Does it compare to the X3000? It's 1/3 of the price. Like, not anymore. The X3000 is not cheap anymore. It's selling on eBay for like $800. I guess there's a lot of YouTubers that use it, like Bald and Bankrupt, Harold Balder. They built entire channels around with that camera, and it's a very reliable camera. And I don't think that it's a bad camera at all. And it was out since 2016. So, but this camera, how is it? I've been walking with it for a while. I'm behind a tree right now. Look at that. Is it? See, I don't like how it makes my eyes darker when I'm in the shadow. See, I think the Sony does a better job with that. It's 1080p, by the way. I'm not recording 4K. That stuff is too sharp. I think 1080p is the best. And I think it's really good still for YouTube. It's amazing. The X3000 is not cheap anymore. It's selling on eBay for like $800. I guess there's a lot of YouTubers that use it, like Bald and Bankrupt, Harold Balder. I built entire channels around that with that camera, and it's a very reliable camera. And I don't think that it's a bad camera at all. And it was out since 2016. So, but this camera, how is it? I've been walking with it for a while. I'm behind a tree right now. Look at that. Is it? See, I don't like how it makes my eyes darker when I'm in the shadow. See, I think the Sony does a better job with that. It's 1080p, by the way. I'm not recording 4K. That stuff is too sharp. I think 1080p is the best. And I think it's really good still for YouTube. It's amazing. Are there any ants we can find here? Oh man, so many ants. Uh-oh. What are they doing? Oh no. So I was thinking about returning this camera, not returning, selling it. But if the image stabilization, the only problem I've been having with it is I've been concerned about the image stabilization while I'm walking, because I do like to make videos outside, walk around instead of just make content inside of the house. I would choose XS10, but changing systems all the time is not really something that you can do all the time. You have to save money and buy a new system constantly. Did you like the X3000? Or did you like this one better? Let me know. I hope you liked the video. This is where we are, by the way. Can you see that? We're in Sterling Heights. It's a place in New York City. It's in Michigan, actually. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. Thanks a lot.